Almost forgot to turn the mic on, but we didn't forget.
Flawless.
Flawless. That's a flawless start.
When did we start doing this?
November of 2020. 2020. Yeah.
About 3.5 years? Over 3.5 years?
There's a learning curve.
It took 3.5 years. Speaking of curves.
Alright, so we were looking for a something we can use a mini for.
Something, yes. A race that allows you to go very slow. Doesn't really demand too much of you.
Better have deep pockets, too.
And pit stops. Alright, let's go ahead and jump in our mini.
Do we have one?
I think we already have one. I'll check.
Oh, we bought the
Maybe we don't, but let me see. We don't have one, okay.
How much can one of those be used?
Can't be much. Alright, let's go.
You're gonna need a battery.
Let's go. Oh, brother, you're telling me. So I was telling Chris a little bit, but Ariel's battery died last night, and I had to go and pick her up. And she has a Mini Cooper, so it wouldn't turn over. Depending on like a 3-year period, 2004, 2005, 2006, the battery's going to be in a different spot.
So where's the battery in this one?
All right, so let's see. Let me double check what year this is. This is an 02.
02. My research didn't go that deep.
I can't remember exactly what the years were, but I will say that for many minis, you would open the hood. No. I'm just letting it spin. Who has autism now?
People are going to skip to the racing.
Jesus Christ.
They're not going to listen to the story if it's not in the racing. You gotta lull them in with cars going vroom.
This one's not going vroom, man.
It's going... You're going to hear someone go, where's the fucking battery?
So, for some minis, you open the hood, and it's sort of just in the regular engine bay area, sort of middle right, normal.
You can follow that logic?
Yeah. For other minis still, they decided that wasn't quite efficient enough, and they moved it to right below the windshield wiper. So there's sort of a gap there, and they decided they could stick a battery down there.
Yeah, it helps stop the water from dripping through.
Stop the water, yeah. It's a rain catch. It does many different things. Most of which includes not starting.
We had a jump on. I told him before, but my friend was driving me home, and his car wouldn't start, so we tried to get a jump start, and Ariel was there with the Mini, and so she's like, it's kind of weird. I'm like, oh, how different can it be? Pops the hood, I'm just like, what the fuck? And I was like, well, I guess, red's red, right? Like, you know.
You know what there is in the Mini, in the front? So the battery in hers is in the back, but in the front, there's just this...
Is it?
Yeah.
What the fuck did I jump it with?
There's just a weird, like, protrusion coming out of the engine with a positive,
And that's in the front?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that works for jumping.
Yeah,
that's
the only purpose, because they realize the battery's not in the front. This is going to be confusing.
Stupid Americans.
We'll put the battery in the back, but we're going to put a protrusion where you can still find the battery nodule, whatever you call it.
I was like,
what terminal.
The fuck kind of battery is this?
There's just a terminal coming out of not the battery in the front of the car.
Yeah,
it's insane.
That you can jumpstart a car with.
That you can jump... Because they thought, people are going to be so confused by this. We better make it very clear. I would love to see, like, a video of, like, the company, like, unveiling, like, the New Year's, like, the new Mini that year. And just, like, all of the car journalists just, like, just writing in their notepad, like, what?
Revolutionary.
Yeah.
It's for weight balance.
So, alright, so I put a chip in there, did brakes. Is there anything else we want to do with this for now?
Exhaust.
Let's do exhaust. Let's just leave it at that for now and see where we end up.
178. It's a skill-based race again. Feeling awfully confident over there.
Yeah.
Is that because you changed the battery?
I'm greasy. I am unshowered. I have a ratchet set in my car right now. I was in the Ross parking lot with gloves on, just click, 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 just doing it, and I felt like such a goddamn man.
So yeah, what happened? Like
my fucking forearms were like, oh.
You were telling me you were doing some homework last night.
Gave myself a boner.
You woke her up this morning.
Oh yeah, okay. So last night, when we got home, I was looking up videos for what I would have to do, how to, swap out the battery. This morning I got up, I double checked, and she was still sleeping, and I went and woke her up, and I said, hey,
a kid on Christmas morning.
I'm pretty sure I got this. I'm pretty sure I know how to take the battery out. It's a hurricane. I have to deal with that shit too. Control. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm gonna have to do this in the rain later. Oh my god. So anyway, so I go to her and I'm like, hey, I'm pretty sure I know how to do this. And she is very doubtful. She is pressing F and she is saying, Keith, sweetie, I don't think you can do this. And she's like, we should call Cole. And I'm like,
she looked at your short shorts and was like, sweetie.
I got cucked so
was still in his
fucking hard
pajamas.
this morning, yeah.
His onesie. Did she say you should call Cole?
Yeah. She's like, can we call Cole and like check? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Yeah, because I'm trying not to feel insecure about it. So I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. So
yeah, man, I don't know. You should call Chris. He still takes the batteries in the front of that thing, so it'll be funny.
So my feelings are hurt. I go and I'm laying on the couch just fuming like, God damn it, I could do this.
Just kicking your feet off the edge.
Yeah. So I'm like, did Cole text you back? And she's like, no. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go do this.
Guess what'll settle for me.
I'm gonna go do this. And she's like, okay, all right, well, just I don't know. I can't remember what she said, but I was like, all right,
just fuel to your fire.
Yeah. So I drive there, I park, and I,
it's stalling.
I get there pretty early. I'm in the back for a reason, yeah. And I call her because I don't know how to pop the fucking hood.
Oh, off to a bad start.
Because another interesting design feature of this car is that the hood pop is on the passenger side under the glove box.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's built for a British person that would drive on the left side.
But
no, their cars are on the... Yeah, wait.
But this is still a car that is used in America, and the driver is on the left side. There's no reason to put that hood pop on the passenger side under the glove box, but that's where it is.
Huh. All right, well, so we've got the hood popped. Ariel is hanging up from a very concerning phone call.
Well, no, she didn't answer. She was in the shower.
She's Uber up for work.
She didn't answer, so I Googled it, and I figured it out, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Calls you back. What was up? I was just going to say I love you.
And I was like, I was trying to... Nothing. I got it figured out. She is very unsure about this whole thing. So I pop the hood, and I'm looking in there, and I expect to look around the windshield wiper area to find the battery.
As per your research.
Yes. And you can imagine my confusion when it is not there.
It's okay, you knew the other three possibilities.
Yeah. Well, at this point, I didn't know there were three possibilities.
Oh,
That was what I learned later. So I was looking at the windshield, and I was like, okay, it's not there. And then I started Googling and looking just in the engine area, in the typical, under the hood, and thinking, it's not here. I look foolish right now. I better figure this out. So I kept looking up videos in the parking lot at Ross until there was a quick video that showed me that some of them have the battery in the boot, in the trunk.
Game changer.
Yeah. So that's where it was, where you would typically put a spare tire. You lift up and instead there's a battery. So fine, great. I'm there. I pull off the connectors from the terminals.
Battery located. Step
Yes.
1 complete.
Pulling it out was a little hard.
Usually is.
And but I pulled it out and I took pictures to remember where everything was.
Will Sam to me. Always take pictures. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Especially when you pull out.
Yeah. Just for evidence.
Upload those.
Your Honor.
I see. What happened after the fact is not up to me.
Case dismissed.
I did my part.
The defense would like to see those pictures. Denied. Overruled. I'm losing this race.
So you got your battery located.
So I got the battery located. I pulled it out, and I go over to AutoZone, and I say, "Hey, Chief. Hey, bud. I'm a sweaty guy just like you. My nails aren't long. I trimmed them, and I got a little grease under them." And he's still regarding me a little cautiously, like he's like, this little fruit. He doesn't know what's what. I'm like,
This minimum wage worker at the AutoZone.
like, hey,
he's not a real mechanic. Those are in shops. He knows how to.
he's selling it like he is. I'm real intimidated. So I walk up to the counter, very bravely, might I add, and say, I would like to test this battery. And he's like, all right, we can do that for you. So he pulls out this little doodad, this little computron, and he's like, oh, it's fucking 0. It is 0%. And I'm like, okay, well that seems pretty telling. And he's like, well, yeah, we can't even actually tell you how healthy this battery is because it's at 0. So what we need to do is charge it. That'll take about 2 to 3 hours, and then come back and we'll check it. We'll see how healthy the battery is. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's pretty old. It's like 7 years old, and he's like, oh yeah, actually it's like 6 years. You can see it's June.
Is that British or American years?
June 2018.
Which is a long-lasting battery, by the way. That's...
Yeah, it lasted a good while. The sticker on it says like 5-year guarantee.
These minis, they're built to last.
Fucking
So, hasn't there been a bunch of other issues with this fucking mini?
so many.
So we also lost this race. I don't know if that's a
we did.
coincidence.
Yeah.
I think our batteries run a week.
That's really on brand.
We don't usually lose races, though.
No, there's nothing really at stake. Do you want to put money into this, or?
Yeah, fuck it, we're gonna win now.
Okay, all right, yeah, let's do it. Hell yeah!
All right, we're back in.
All right, we're gonna put a little more Daddy's money into this thing, make it work.
He's not answering the phone. Well, it's very light. We could go with more weight reduction.
So they got to charge it up. So it's going to take 2 to 3 hours. Right before I came over here, I gave them a call because I did this at 10:30. It was about 12:30, 12:45 when I called, and they're like,
Buddy, we got bad news.
"It's still charging. It's taking a long time for some reason." And I'm like, "Okay, is it maybe because it's a bad battery?" And they're like, "Yeah, could be, but we should make sure." So it's going to be another hour.
This guy is trying so hard not to sell you a battery. I'm very confused by this. Usually it's like, yeah, if it's not even charged at all, you're going to want a new one. As they peel off the 2022 sticker off of it.
He's really making sure. He's
like, can you fix it? We could, but like, it'd be really expensive. We'd have to make a whole lot of money off of that. So I don't know if that's something you want to do personally.
All right, I think that was it.
I think we're good.
Let's see what we end up with.
$3,000 first prize. That's worth it. We're probably gonna get some old Mini Cooper. So you know,
Dude,
I hope you bought 2 batteries.
Let me shock you. We're definitely gonna get an old Mini Cooper.
God damn it. I mean, what else do we expect? The only true like unexpected was that fucking horse without the buggy, or the buggy without the horse.
For like what was it? It wasn't the supercar. It was American
The World Classic.
World Classic. That was it.
I mean, I didn't see that coming. To be fair,
I guess they assume we already have a pretty good rocket ship if we're winning that thing. We don't really need the car, although it would have been nice.
We're gonna get the world's first Mustang, and we're gonna have to feed it.
Okay, this is a little good. This is a little gooder.
The handling should be up. You should have a bit more go.
Little pep. Man, it's like I ate a whole fucking loaf of toast full of beans, man.
Your battery's fully charged now.
It is full of roasted tomatoes and blood sausage and all kinds of other disgusting foods. Actually, I would eat blood sausage. That's not fair.
You make do, okay? Look, when you haven't been an empire for 80 years, you have a lot of time on your hands to make just terrible things. Where's the battery gonna go this year, Hans? Hans. Nigel.
Nigel, there we go.
They're the same name as us. It's hard to really... Well, we're too close. Like the British, the Americans, and the Australians. Too similar.
They make me sick. Slight differences in how they spell things.
Yeah, confusing who's number 1.
Gross. Oh, yeah. We just had to get a little straightaway here. That's all we had to do.
The Mini's home court, a straight track.
All we had to do was boost it by 30 horsepower and we're decimated.
They weren't prepared for Daddy's money. They never are.
Yeah. See that sweet-ass cornering?
Yeah, turns out it's 30 horsepower. That did it.
Oh god, another thing with this fucking, like, goddamn fucking minis, dude. I don't know if I complained about this yet, but the window motor isn't working that well, so when the ignition is turned off, when the car is turned off, the window slides down into the,
it just starts falling down?
into, like, the door. So it's not being held up properly.
That shouldn't be the motor. That's
maybe it's something else. And wouldn't you believe that you need a fucking master's degree to take apart the door panel, and you need a special tool that only BMW makes to loosen this very particular, I don't even know what to call it.
So what's the parking lot like at a BMW dealership? Just no rules, right? Just cars on top of cars.
Yeah. Just British people shrieking in pain and misery. Or maybe they love it, the fucking psychos. I don't know. They probably like it this way. It's like,
look at them judging us from the wrong side of the road.
What you needed, sir, was this Tweedly machine to tweedle the fucking duty dad.
You Americans don't know how to make a fine automobile.
Morons.
So do you have the trunk battery, the windshield wiper battery, or the normal battery?
What a stupid car. Look at this thing.
It's gonna tag Mini Cooper fans, and they're just gonna. You just don't understand British engineering.
I think the British understand British engineering.
We've got a grasp. Uh-oh, it's almost over.
Yes. Oh no! Oh, I got him!
You
ate it,
he
you
went
idiot.
soft. That was really close.
Soft little bitch.
Should we get more horsepower? That was a little close in the end.
Skill based now. No, we made it just as even as we need it to be.
Okay. I just want a slight advantage.
Slight advantage. Just a little more girth. That's all I need. Just a teeny bit more. Or length, really. Just trim lose
more
a little weight.
in any direction.
Can I add a fourth dimension, sir? Can I make my... I don't know. Time? Can I make it last longer? There we go. Yeah. There. Any dimension, really. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, really wide and not front to back or along to foot, but like up top to bottom. Yeah, you know, the most useless dimension. Have you considered turning her sideways, sir? Oh!
Have you tried mushing your penis softly around a block?
Are you pushing the rope? Yell at it.
You have a lot on your mind.
She knows you work hard.
Oh, this guy's giving me a little trouble.
Every Gran Turismo has at least one erectile dysfunction joke.
Guaranteed. That's the guarantee, baby. It's the one thing you can count on.
That's right. And sick rides, like the Mini Cooper S. S for fucking shit. Where's the fucking hood release? The fuck's a boot?
Why is it on the passenger side?
The proper side.
Hey, can you pop that for me? Yeah, it's weird that I have to, but yeah.
There's a gas tank on the roof. It runs through the fucking...
There's also no just like cup holders built into the console. I've probably mentioned that before. There's like a weird floating cup holder.
Oh yeah. Well, they didn't have fucking super gulps in mind over there. It holds your teacup perfectly if you tried.
This guy's really kicking our ass. Oh, he is so British. He's more British than me.
Wow, these trees are only fueling him. The shade, it's a strength. We may have been born in the dark, but he needs it to live.
Come on. Just imagine the finish line is beans on toast.
Yes.
Oh no, he's doing the same thing. There's only one lap. Shit, we are fucked.
Oh, he's imagining imperialism again. The good old days, he called it.
The good Africa.
The southern part.
Oh, we lost. I gotta put more Daddy's money in this.
It's only a one lap race. But he kicked their ass.
Yeah. He's
Daddy, it's fine.
Daddy, stop weeping. Shit.
Once we get to the other higher license events, I'm sure we'll be throwing money at us. Professionals already 10,000 a pop on a lot of them.
Damn it, we lost.
Well, no sense finishing like a good sport. Let's immediately put our car in park and go home.
Wee! Boom, boom, ba-doom, doom,
Oh, you got 5 seconds on us.
It's kind of quite a bit. It's a lot. It's more than I'd like. So I'll take a step back here.